Hi everybody, welcome to Makeup for Life. I haven't done one of these in such a long time because I'm preparing some to do, but I thought I'd do this special edition because I saw a tag going around, and I've done a couple of tags on my channel, but the ones that have come out, recently, maybe, they've been going around, haven't really interested me that much, but this one I loved. So let's make up. Okay, so this is called the Invade My Privacy tag. I know it sounds a little bit like, whoa, invade my privacy. But I saw this ad, and I don't want to forget to give these channels their due credit. So this is why I'm looking down. I first saw it on Amy Lynn's channel, and I'm going to link all these channels down below for you to go and watch their tag video. I think it was started by Little Poet, I believe. If anyone is watching this and that's not true, please let me know. But I do believe that it was started by Little Poet, and I will link her channel down below. She is the sweetest lady, a poet, just beautiful channel. And then I saw it for the first time at Tiffany Dawn's, not the first time, I saw it at Amy Lynn's channel first. And then I saw Tiffany Dawn's tag video for this one, and I so enjoyed what she had to say. And Tiffany Dawn gave Glitzy Fritzy a shout out because she had seen it on her channel, and I went to watch Glitzy Fritzy's that's a mouthful tag video, and she is the funniest lady. Just loved her tag video. So I thought, okay, I need to do this video because I love the questions, and I loved I just loved it. And it's a good way of getting to know people instead of like an informal, funny way. And these questions are so good. Okay, so let's start with question one. Do you wake up cranky? No, I usually don't wake up cranky. I'm not a morning person by any means. Like, don't get me wrong. I go to bed really late, which is my fault. And I usually take naps in the afternoon. I am a total napper. I love it. And not just because I love it, it's because I get really sleepy in the afternoon, like at 4 or 5, and I must take a nap. And so because I take a nap, I go to bed so late, and then in the morning, it's not that I'm cranky, it's that I'm tired. So before I have my morning Diet Coke, yes, Diet Coke, not coffee. I do not drink coffee. I know, I do not drink coffee. But before my first Diet Coke, it's not that I'm cranky, it's just that I'm not awake. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. Okay, number 2, would you date a man 25 years younger than you? And I laughed at this one so hard. I'm like, would I date somebody 25 years younger than me? No, that would be a hard no. A heck to the no. This is why I do not have the Jennifer Lopez syndrome. Oh, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. I love Jennifer Lopez, but yeah, I don't know. This is why somebody that is 25 years younger than me, I need to do these calculations correctly. Okay, so somebody that is 25 years younger than me is 22 right now. I have a son that's 15. That's just weird. So no, I would not date somebody that is 25 years younger than me. And in all seriousness, I don't think I would, because there is such a gap, a generational gap. Like, we would have so little in common, and I would want to be a mother. You know what I mean? I would like to be a mother to that person, not date that person. Anyways, so that's the answer to that one. Okay, number 3, would you ever smile at a stranger? Would I ever smile at a stranger? Yes. I'm Puerto Rican, guys. I'm Puerto Rican. And I love to talk. I love to, as you may have already seen, I love to talk. I love to meet people. I love to strike a conversation. And sometimes people look at me like, why are you talking to me? And my son's like, Mommy, why are you talking to people? But I have made such good friendships just by smiling at somebody and starting a conversation. And, if they don't smile back, then, that's that, and I'll go on my way. But not only do I smile at people, I talk with people. And I love striking conversations and with complete strangers. Complete strangers. I know. But you know what? The world needs that. The world needs more smiles, more conversation, more getting to know other people and knowing the heart. People are really kind at the core. And at this society that we live in, we might not think so, but once you get to know somebody and you get to sift through the things and through the core that people, build for themselves, those barriers that people build for themselves, once you get through to that, you can see that people are really are kind and that they want to talk to somebody else. So that was number 3. Okay, number 4, can you commit to one person? That I thought was such a good question, because in the society that we live nowadays, we're like, okay, so who is dating whom? And especially with Hollywood and what has gone on forever and a day in that culture. But to commit to one person nowadays is like, what? Yes, I can commit to one person. This is the deal. I'll be married to my husband. It's going to be 23 years in December. I have known him. It's going to be 32 years of us knowing each other in November. And he's the only guy I ever dated. Yep, he's the only guy I ever dated, never dated anyone else. So yes, I can commit to one person. We met when we were 16. And so it to me, not that you have to do that. You can date other people, but commit to one person when you get to that one person. Yes, I totally believe that, that commitment should happen. And for me, of course, I can commit to one person. And be in it for the long run. At this stage of the game, it's like, really, of course. Okay. Let's see. What was the other one? Okay. Number 5. How often do you listen to music? Every day. I listen to music every day. I sing. I'm not singing around the house like a crazy person or anything like that, but I listen to music every day. When I get in the car, the first thing I do is plug in my phone and, put in my music or listen to the radio. I don't listen to the radio very often, but I do listen to music very often. And it's usually music in Spanish. I love ballads. I love contemporary Christian. And so I listen to music every day. I think without music, is very sad. And, it's not that I sing beautifully or whatever, but if I didn't have the ability to sing, that would be devastating to me. I love to sing. I love music, and to not listen to music, even for one day, it's like I missed something that day. So love music. Okay. Number 6, are you a social or antisocial? I think we have already made that decision. I'm a totally social person, guys. I'm totally social. I love talking to people, like I said before, in the other question. I love striking conversations and friendships with anyone, pretty much. And so I'm very social. And one of the things that has happened with my YouTube channel, and I know maybe that's another question, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but one of the things that has happened with my YouTube channel, I watch other YouTubers and they're like, well, I don't go out very often, or I don't like being with people. I'm an introvert. And this is what I love, because I get to interact in my own environment and in the comment section. And that's all great. That is all good. You do you. For me, I love the camera. I love being in front of the camera, but I would love in my personality to have like an audience in front of me. You know what I mean? To have like a live audience or something like that, to have like that feedback. I am such a social person. So, to talk to the camera by myself is good and I like it, but it gets to, okay, I need to go see people now. Okay. So, that's what it is for me. Okay. Number 6. Let me see if I left anything out. Okay, no, number 7. If your husband or partner said they loved someone else, what would you say? Oh, my stars in heaven. If he said that he loved somebody else, well, he and I have a really good friendship. Like I said, we've known each other for 32 years almost. We have a really good friendship, and if he came and said that he loved somebody else, to tell the truth, I don't know how I would react. I would want to talk it out. I would want to say, can we fix this? Can we look for help? Can we, do something to to get our friendship back together, to get our marriage back together, you know, and I got tongue tied. This doesn't just happen. When somebody comes to you and says, I love somebody else, there are things going on that, you know, there are red flags going on. It's not out of the blue. So, I think if he said that he loves somebody else, I hope that I would have seen the signs to that and not get to that point. But if we did get to that point, I think I would be devastated, first of all. And second, I think my fixer mentality would be, how could we fix this? Okay, I think that's the best I can do with that one. Okay, number 8. And of course, you know, he's the only guy I ever loved in my life. And so to me, for him to say I love somebody else, that would be so alien to me. But, you know. Okay, so number 8. Are you good at hiding your feelings? No. I am not good at hiding my feelings. If I'm sad, you know it. If I'm angry, you know it. If I'm happy, you know it. You know, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. No. You know it. I cannot hide my feelings very well. When I have to hide my feelings, I do. It's not that I can't hide my feelings, but it's not something that comes naturally. That someone says I'm a little over dramatic. I don't think so. Of course not. But, you know, I'm not good at hiding my feelings. I can do it, but it's not something that comes naturally. Okay. Number 9, can you drive a stick shift? Yes, I can definitely drive a stick shift. I actually owned a car that was a stick shift, a Dodge Neon, for 10 years. When we moved from Puerto Rico to here, it's the car that I brought with me here. And I actually learned to drive a stick shift the day I bought that car. I didn't know how to drive a stick shift. I had driven, you know, my mom's station wagon for years. And when I finally had enough money had a job to buy my own car. I was 22 when I bought my first car, and it was that Dodge Neon. It was a stick shift because it was cheaper. And so I thought, okay, I'll buy it and I'll learn how to drive it. You know, what could be so hard about this? Well, yeah, my mom drove it from the dealership to the house, and then I'm like, okay, I need to learn how to drive this car. So my mom taught me how to drive my car, my stick shift. She taught me how to drive it. Especially in Puerto Rico, we have a lot of hills and mountains and, you know, narrow roads. And so I drove that car for 10 years and I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, after we had our son, then, you know, we got into SUVs and things like that. And now I have an SUV, but once he is gone, I'm going back to a stick shift. I love stick shift cars. Okay. Number 10. What's something people would be... Oh, actually, my dream car is a Mustang GT stick shift. Standard. Yes. Manual transmission. That's my dream car. Okay. Moving on. What's something people would be surprised to learn about you? Oh my gosh. What is something that people would be surprised to learn about me? I don't know. I'm not very interesting. I guess I can dance. I can dance salsa, merengue, bachata, anything Latin, I can dance. I speak 2 languages, like you guys know, but that's not a surprise. I think everybody knows that. I think something surprising something that people will be surprised to know about me. I think that I can dance. I can dance, girl. Okay, moving on. When was the last time? Oh, and I can write shorthand. Yep, I'm that old. I can write shorthand. There you go. Okay, when was the last time you cried? Yesterday. Yep, yesterday. I have this horrible, bad thing in me that whenever I get mad, I cry. And I hate it. Because it's like people think that I'm sad. And I'm like, no, I'm angry. So you best keep your distance. If you see me crying, and, you know, there's been a situation going on and I'm crying, step aside because I'm about to yeah. So, I got mad yesterday and yeah. Anyways, that was the last time I cried. Okay. Number 12. Have you ever liked someone you didn't expect? Yes, I think my husband, and not because I didn't like him. I have some notes, not because I didn't like him. It was because, I was in college and he was in high school. I'm only 9 months older than he is, but I did high school fast, like in 2 years. And so I was already in college and he was in high school. And, you know, I was 16, I was immature, and I'm like, oh, he's in high school, you know, and whatever. So it's not like I didn't like him. It was more like, we had just moved. We had lived here in the United States and we had moved back to Puerto Rico. And when I met him, it was about 2 or 3 months after we had gone back. And I didn't expect to stay in Puerto Rico very long. I wanted to come back really soon, like as soon as possible. And so when I met him, I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. It is what it is. He's a good friend and that's it. But then I ended up staying and, you know, the rest is history. And I ended up liking him. So I guess my husband. Okay, so number 13, what is the biggest life lesson from being on YouTube? The biggest life lesson from being on YouTube is that this is not easy. This is not something that is easy. This takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of thought. And if you do it as a hobby like I do, then, you know, it shouldn't be stressful. However, even as a hobby, it tends to be a little bit stressful. Like, you know, we have not reached 500 subscribers yet. And, you know, the ones we do have, I so appreciate because they comment, you guys come and watch. And I appreciate that so very much. But this is not easy, especially with YouTube and all the changes that have happened. And also because I think I have just a style that, you know, may not appeal to everybody, and that's fine. But it's the biggest life lesson from YouTube is that it is not easy, and that you just gotta take it one video at a time, you know? All right. Also, but one of the life lessons too that I've learned is that you can make really good friends, that you can make good relationships, that, you know, like I said at the beginning, that there are kind people that are willing to help you, collab with you, watch your videos, comment, and they follow up with you. And that's something that is really good about YouTube. Okay, number 14, what defines success? And this one, I talk to my son a lot about, you know, what defines success. Because at his age, he's 15, and he's like, of course, money, mansions, cars, whatever. And I'm like, no. What defines success is your relationship with Jesus. Do you have a relationship with Christ? Do you have a prayer life? And it's not that, you know, we're not perfect. There are days that we don't pray, that we don't, you know, look up to him. But that to me is success. When your spirit is fulfilled, when you have that relationship with Jesus, when you have that trust and that foundation that you know that whatever happens, you have that to come back to. You have that faith, and you have that security and that conviction. That's number one. The other thing that I think defines success is, you know, do what you love in life. Life is too short to not do what you love. Life is too short to go with what doesn't make you passionate. And so that's what you need to follow. Be kind. Kindness goes a long way, guys. Be kind. And that's success. That is success. When you can be kind, your attitude, do we have the right one? Happiness and love are decisions. And so you can decide to be successful. So guys, this is my, Invade my privacy tag. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to do this tag, please go ahead and do it. I would love to watch yours. If you do get to film this tag, make sure to comment down below so that I can go watch it. Thank you guys so much and stay joyfully beautiful. See you guys on my next video. Bye bye.